Yo, guys, what's happening? What is happening? I mean, look, this happened to us yesterday. They cut us out 3 times. And Mike's actively right now sending an email to YouTube because, you know, I've been streaming previously. I was streaming like, what, 15 hours a day, back to back. You know, I had to do the morning stream and then, I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You know, they just keep cutting it out. I don't know. Three days in a row, man. It literally is like, it's crazy. I know, man. Look, I'm looking at the computer. I know, you know what? I can get myself my own server. That's the joke. I can get myself my own server and do it myself. But we can't. But I don't know, man. It's just crazy. You up 210? Nah, it's all good, bro. It's a consistent win. That's what it is for me. That's what I'm interested in. Yeah, the rule of 3. That's it, Matija. Rule of 3. Yes, Cole Rabi, I was offline. I know. I know. Yeah, PC Shed. How much is it for a server? That is true. How much is it? The great thing is I've backed up every single one of the videos that I've got on this stream. All right? But there's nothing wrong that I'm doing here, guys. I'm not even giving financial advice. I'm just talking about patterns. You know, we're just waiting for shit to happen. That's all we're doing. You know, we've got ourselves M formation right here. Small pattern. Retrace. Drop down. All right. Pull back. Retrace. As long as this move continues from its point, if this retrace now continues back up, all right, this is how you understand whether or not a pattern's going to play out or not. Okay, if price continues to the upside and doesn't take out this zone, all right, it may form another high to induce more traders to come in and then break down, all right, to retest the 50-day moving average. This is the 200-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame, but when you bring it down to the hourly, okay, this is where we at. All right, right there. But it looks like a very strong move. It's pinned the 50-day and continuation to the upside. So the pattern M has been successful, come back down, test the 50-day, and now it's moving away from it. All right, so now we are looking at a potential, if only this pattern plays out, a move back up to the upside. We ain't going to know until it happens. There's no entry point as such. We got to wait for the pattern to play out. It's right now at the 50-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame. So let's see if this pattern plays out to retest the 200-day and then continue to the back to the upside. All right. Here we go. See, this is what I don't understand. There are channels that do give entries and exits. I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get how they can get away with it. You know? Okay, then. Ethereum, where you at? Retrace. I mean, Ethereum looks like she's printing a massive W. Can you see it? Can you see the W on Ethereum? That looks huge. They have been consolidating in such a massive way right now. So you look, you got a W there, right? You've also got a smaller pattern within a pattern. All right. Now, you're only going to see validity of these patterns if they take out key areas. And right now we're just waiting for the pattern, you know? Yeah, that's a nice shout, Funky Buddha, man. That is a good shout. Played the 3 pins to the low, man. See, that is a strategy in itself. The 3 pins to the low. When you catch the 3 pins, happy days. You know? Thank you, Marley, man. But I'm hoping right now that the 50-day doesn't cross the 200-day on the 15-minute time frame. All right? Because that's the signal line on the 1 hour time frame. Bitcoin, she needs to continue to the upside. Because look, guys, look at the consolidation of the high. You got a rise, retrace, and another attempt is the M pattern right there. All right? My entry for this M pattern, okay, is here. That's my entry. All right? Don't make the mistake of thinking that it's going to continue all the way down to the downside and completely take out the, you know, the 53, 50, 51 mark. No. All right? We will never know exactly where they're going to move price. We can only make an assumption, and if it plays out, it plays out. Happy days. But that's my entry on a break there. Why? Because I'm seeing a first pullback to the 50-day moving average. If it doesn't continue to the further to the upside, my entry is there. My stop is going to be pretty much in this area here. And I'm not even going to place it. Why? Because market makers have trapped the money up there. They won't allow price to go any higher on the fundamental principle of them aggressively moving price to the upside here. Okay? I'm not seeing that behavior in this area here. Whenever you see the M pattern, there's always a retrace back to the upside. But as long as it doesn't take out the previous high, happy days. All right? So entry point, trading it down to the 50-day, break. It's come back down, hasn't touched the 200-day, which is ideally what I'd like it to do. And now it's pulled back. 3 pins to the low, up it goes. Okay? Now let's see if this pullback isn't the first retrace away from the M pattern. All right? We need to wait and see. What will she do? All right? Where do we submit requests to the market makers if we need them to hold off on a move because I have a work... What a guy. All right, let me have a look at some other coins, guys. Let's have a look at some other coins. No worries, Tyre, man. Don't worry about it. If you're picking up something, you're learning something, happy days. That's good enough for me. Okay, let's have a look now. What have we got here? Here we go. Oh, man. Excuse me. Right, XLM. Let's have a look at XLM. Oh, also as well, guys, I forgot to mention this. All right. But there is a Reddit. One of the guys from the channel and from the Discord, Oh Mulligan, he's taken the time to create a Reddit. Now, I'm not so versed on Reddit, guys. All right. And I don't really know much about it, but Oh Mulligan has just, you know, taken it on himself to create a Reddit for the traders reality. So get yourself available and go over there and just start talking, man. You know, get yourself over there. Courtesy of Oh Mulligan, bro. Thank you so much, my friend. All right. Excuse me. Okay, then. It's traders reality. It's traders reality. Okay, then. Doesn't Bitcoin and Ethereum correlate? I mean, look, I'm looking at fractional disparity in Forex. And you've got to remember one thing, guys. Just before I got closed out. Okay? One Fern, thank you, man. I'll check it out. Just before I, explain something. I've only just come into the crypto space. All right? I've been trading Forex for 10 years, 11 years this year, all right? My forte is Forex. I talk patterns all day in Forex. I can give you the dynamics of the market itself. I traded dollar-yen for a good 6 years, and that's all I traded, dollar-yen. I know the levels inside out with dollar-yen, And I've come into the Forex space to see if I can apply the same principle in the crypto world. And, it looks like it's working, and I am coming across a lot of guys that are like, oh no, this happens, you know, got this happening, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what, guys? Trading is about expression of character, all right? And frankly, you know, the way I translate price is going to be different to a lot of people, you know, and I'm okay with that, you know? I'm okay with that. Why? Because I can exploit the market in certain ways. I'm not a greedy trader. I don't need to ride the big swings. I'm in and I'm out, you know? I got, look, for example, Reef right now, perfect W formation, wonderful, okay? My entry point on Reef would have been here. That would have been there. That would have been my entry point. Now you're probably saying, yeah, of course you're going to say that. Believe me if you want, guys. You know, I know where I would have entered. Why? Because I see the pattern. I understand the psychology of what's going on in this area. Look, one pin to the low, another pin to the low, another pin to the low. What are they doing? They're working the lows. They're trying to grab the traders who want to go short and use their liquidity to build the longs so that they can close them at a higher point later on. Look what Reef's doing. She's coming out of the zone, you know? This is how it is for me, guys. You know, I'm like, am I right all the time? No. Am I okay with that? Yep. Because if I wasn't, I'd be losing trades for days. Days, guys. You know? So, Sushi. Oh, wow. She hit the projection. Look at that, guys. Sushi hit the projection. Look at that. Complete hit. What did we say about Sushi last night? 20? Did we say that? She pretty much hit the projection zone right there. You know? Well, let's look. Look at NG and ENJ. There you go. Look, ENJ. Look how beautiful that pattern is. Sometimes the patterns just play out wonderfully. Look at that. Just forms nicely. And look, your entry could have been there on the open of that on the close of this candle. You would have realized a good return, man, because you would have sold it when it hit that point there. I would have. You know, I would have sold it. Okay then. Cool. Wow, HNT, what is going on there? Nice. See, the problem is there's not really any price action with this. It's just moving up. Got to wait until it does something for me to really work it out. Euro CAD. I'm going to go through a little bit of Forex in a second, man. Am I worried at all about the larger M forming on the daily for Bitcoin Ethereum? Connor. For me, I have no worry at all. I will trade what I see. All right? I will trade what I see. If there's an M on the larger time frame, I'm going to trade the M. Remember, guys, there is a cycle within a cycle within a cycle. Not everyone trades the same time frames. Not everyone has the same value. Not everyone has the same strategy, which is what throws people off. CHZ, look, formation coming out. Ready? Is she going to hit that zone? Happy days. If she hits the 35, happy days. You know? We'll see if she does hit it. You know? I do hold crypto. Yes, I do. You know? So, Mr. Dub. Would getting into these trades at the start of the second leg be pre-advanced entry? So we are in before confirmation. Mr. Dub, listen. This is what I'm going to be talking about on Saturday with Forex. Okay, because the advanced entries are exactly the same as the ones in crypto. All right. When I say to you that there are variations of strategies with this strategy that I use, remember, I've created this hybrid. I've merged two systems together and I've tested it over and over again. All right. You know, I could give you at least 15 types of entries that you could take. All right. I only need to master 2 of them, you know, and I'm actively testing each one. You know, I'm always going to be testing and testing and testing, you know, and that's how I work out, you know, what works for me and what doesn't work for me, you know. So that's how I do things, guys. And you'll notice that throughout the channel. Nice one, Crypto Lifer, man. Thank you for donating, bro. Origin Protocol. Yeah, nice. You know, I mean, look, let me explain something to you. When I see things on a short-term basis, okay, let me just bring it back to Bitcoin for you. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me bring up Bitcoin here because I've got a projection zone on Bitcoin on TradingView, and I want to know if it hits it. There you go. There you go. Completely smashed that projection zone. So last night's video was talking about Bitcoin coming out of this zone. Okay, so we came out, we just keep hitting the projections. Okay, but ideally Bitcoin right now, she's going to look to pull back. I think she's going to pull back from this point. I may be wrong, and I'm okay with that, guys. You know, and that's the problem with this industry. If someone says a price and it doesn't happen, they get crucified. Fuck that. You know, I know what works and I know what doesn't, and I know I'm okay when it doesn't work. You know, because that's the problem with a lot of traders, man. They can't accept that they're wrong. They can't accept that they've been challenged. You know, oh, price needs to go here. Oh, if it doesn't, you know, I'm pissed off, and they're going to stay loyal to that. They're going to stay loyal to their prediction. That's the beauty of a projection. You know, it's on the basis of a certain amount of variables that are coming into play. If it doesn't play out, it means certain variables didn't play out. Happy days. Move on to the next move. You know, you've got to be okay with moving on to the next move. Remember, guys, I'm a scalper. The nature of my approach to trading is fast in and fast out. You know, I'm in and I'm out. I have no time to sit and waste crying about an entry. You know? Can you make a projection for Matic? It will be launched tomorrow on Coinbase. Right, look. This is the problem with project. Look. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Look what Matic did. Go look at last night's video, guys. Go and look at last night's video. Now, don't think, right, okay? Just do not think, okay, that I came to the screen earlier on and I drew these lines before we actually done it. All right? If you want the proof, watch last night's stream from start to finish, okay? And you'll see the lines getting projected out. All right? It's in line with the formation. People that watched the stream last night would see this and understand this completely. Okay? Yep. Yep. Funky Boot, if someone's asking about stops, you know, how long do I stay in trades? There's this rule. The 2-hour rule is if you haven't seen a profit in your trade, from the moment you open your trade, if it's not in profit within 2 hours, get out. You get out. All right? We're not about leaving our monies exposed. Okay? That's not what it's about, guys. Okay? Market maker, I said to you before, the market makers, you're only good to them when you have your money on the line. You know? Okay, then. How do you identify the entry point? The way that look, the entry point as such has a number of factors that come into play. All right? It's not so much you have to be one with the market straight up, guys. You know? You have to be one with the market, man. It's just, you've got to be reading, you've got to be watching, and you have to develop like this Zen-like approach to it. Look at PC Shed. The guy never knew how to trade before. Now he's made nearly 100 grand in 5 weeks. I mean, come on. 48 trades out of 48. 31 trades out of 31. 19 trades out of 20. Like, come on. That's not by accident. That's not beginner's luck. You know? That is not beginner's luck. This strategy, I mean, I'm only in this business, right? I only want to make money in this game. I'm not in it to earn, you know, between 50 and 60%. I'm not interested in that. I've got better odds at a casino counting cards. You know? There you go, BNB. Right there. W formation. Now, I need to show you something. I need to show you something. Look what's going on with Bitcoin. Pay attention. 15-minute time frame. Here we go. Look. 2 pins to the high. Look at how aggressive she's going to start getting. Just watch this. If the market makers are revealing their intention, okay? If the market makers reveal their true intention, they're going to send Bitcoin down lower to retest the low, in line with the formation of the M pattern. Once the M pattern prints, the first pull away from the M pattern, there's always going to be a retrace. And we are at that retrace point right now, okay? Am I still projecting to the lower side? Of course I am. 200-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame is the near-term projection, all right? Which is the 50-day moving average. It needs to go down there because the market makers need to reset the zone. And we're going to pay attention to this right now, all right? I ain't going to look at coins. I'm going to show you guys. You need to understand this because when you see this coming into play, okay, you'll understand it. Hopefully it plays out so that you guys can see it happening, okay? That's what I want. Whilst we're waiting for that, guys, may I kindly ask that you send the likes up for me? I've only got 193 likes. That would be your payment. Much appreciated. Would you say that expanding a small account in crypto would be the same strategy as your video on Forex? As in the one where it says growing a small account? Fundamentally, yes, Jackie boy. Fundamentally, yes. Okay? It's the same principle. You know? There we go. Playing out the formation. She needs to continue to the downside. 15 minutes until the next hour. Thank you, Peter Storms, man. Guys, they ain't watching my stream, man. I mean, they obviously like to respect my pattern. Because that's exactly what she needed to do. You know? Mr. Buddha. This is the issue with these patterns, man. Sometimes they last, sometimes they don't. All right? The 3-pin pattern, you could have made a nice stack. That is a fundamental strategy that I put in Forex. I always look to trade back to the 50-day or away from it. All right? That's one of the strategies. Trading back to the 50-day or away from it. Strong passion, bro. I've been in this game for nearly 11 years and I've lost a ton of money doing so. And it was only when I realized that it was all down to my thinking, the bullshit that I used to tell myself, all right? That's when it changed for me. You know? I'm not the guy that's going to glow. I'm not the person that's going to put the Instagram, you know, maintain that fuckery lifestyle. Ferraris and bullshit. Where's my goal? You know, what does that get me? You know? What does that get me? What does that show you? It doesn't show you shit. You know? If I have a Ferrari and then a course next to it saying buy this course for £500, you're just going to be like, you know, oh, he's just another guy on YouTube. I ain't on about that. I want to try and help people understand this strategy. Me, I've got a grudge against the market makers. I've got a grudge against them because they messed me about for such a long time. I can't blame them, you know, but they manipulated me big time. I'm that guy that holds that grudge, you know, and I like the grudge that I've got against the market maker. You know, because for me, it's not about the money. I'm interested in the win, the scalp, in, out, in, out. I'm breaking down the tree. That's how I see it. You know, I'm not interested in trying to showcase people how much money I've made, how much I earn. I don't care. You don't judge me on that. You know, for me, it doesn't do anything for you guys. You're just on the other end of the tube. That's all you are. You're sitting there watching it. What value am I giving to you? Subconsciously, it's resentment. That's the sad truth. When someone sees someone with a Ferrari, they think, wow, what a nice lifestyle. I wish I had that lifestyle. 90% of those motherfuckers are really lying to you in your face. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing like that. Nah, man. There are only a few guys that genuinely have the trader's lifestyle. You know? I just hate it when guys sell courses on information that is free. If you bring in something that's different, granted, you charge people. You charge your worth. You know? We live in a capitalistic world, man. Of course. You know? But you can't take shit that's already available on the internet and just make it look nice. I don't get it. And I have this conversation every single night with you guys. You know, I always say it. And this is it's my pet hate, you know? Trading has got a bad name, man. You know? They say trading is gambling. Why is it gambling? It's not gambling. No, people make money from it. It's gambling. No. Your behavior towards it can be deemed as a gambler's approach. You see, a trader will tell you how much he can lose, but a gambler will only tell you how much he can win. Yeah? If you hear about the trader that talks about his wins more than what he does about his losses, you want to be wary of that guy. Because 9 times out of 10, he ain't winning shit. Granted, 1 week I lost 40k. Am I proud of it? I can't say I'm not proud of it. It was a lesson. And it was a very scary lesson as well. But for a long time, I got good at losing. That was scary. That was very scary. When I started out, I got into the habit of losing, man. Losing really well. You know? Look at that rejection by Bitcoin right there. Pin to the high, pull back. Absorb the liquidity, pull back. Guys, approach this like it's a science. Alright? Let's look at Mayweather. The guy boxes in a scientific fashion. The money just comes with it. You know? Great question. Why do you think you were good at losing? Because it was a habit that I installed in my mind. You know? I got used to I had an expectation of loss. I would just... It was all mindset. I had accepted defeat. And I said, there's one or two things that can happen. All right? I can continue to trade and continue to lose and anticipate a moment of clarity which will click. And I'll be like, right, this needs to stop. How do I stop it? All right? And the moment changed for me when I just literally said to myself, hold on. Indicators don't work. Signals don't work. Courses don't work. You can't go and study, learn how someone else trades and use their system. Are they giving you all the ins and outs of the system? And no one ever does that. They give you a structured approach to it. All right. So I just said to myself, is this game psychological? Because when I started trading, I was looking for the Holy Grail, man. I was looking for every system. Why are there so many indicators out there? Why do we all see these indicators? Going to TradingView, how many indicators are there? I mean, look at this shit, man. Look at the chart, okay? Insert, indicators. Look at all this. Trend, look at those indicators. Oscillators, look at those. Look, oscillators right there. Volumes right there. Ben Williams right there. Custom, look at all this shit down here. These indicators are such, yeah. But you get my point. What I'm trying to get at, guys, is when you come into this game, with the impression that you need to find something that says buy and sell. Buy and sell. And you spend a good part of 5 years of your life trying to find that approach. You spend a long time trying to find out what that is. Bear with me a second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, yeah. So, as I said, you come into this game with the understanding that you need to find a system that's going to make money for you straight away, you know? And granted, you know, you're not going to find it. And that's what changed for me. That's what really changed for me. When I said to myself, you know what? There is nothing else other than my own responsibility of my actions that's going to change the way I trade. I'm responsible. Firstly, stop trying to convince that you are always right. You're not. Stop thinking that you've got enough money to battle out with the market makers. You don't. You know? I mean, look, if you don't... $500 times leverage. Yeah, look, okay, so what Killen is talking about right there, okay, is there's a video on my YouTube called How to Grow a Small Forex Account, you know, and it's how, you know, and there's a mistake that traders make, and that's what that video is about. Now, it was a little challenge, turning £125 into £1,000, all right? And I did that in 106 trades over a period of 5 days. All right. Now that was with 500 to 1 leverage. But you see, the point is, leverage can work for you, you know, as a double-edged sword. It can be good for you and it could be bad for you. But if you have a controlled approach, if you're disciplined and you apply the same edge over and over again, you will see the fruits. I mean, my success rate on there was about... It was about 68, 70, well, between 68 and 72% success rate, I think. There's stats on the video. Go and have a look. There's statistics on there. But it was over 106 trades, you know? But it's, you know, it's all down to, look, trading, guys, trading is about your expression of character, all right? And the more you want to learn yourself, stay in this game. It can be costly though, all right? But my advice to you is this: try and keep it as cheap as possible, because you can still learn the same lesson losing £10 as you would losing £1,000. The difference is how serious you take it. I'm the guy that gets pissed off if I lose on a demo account. There's your difference. Do you understand that? I'm the guy that will get pissed off losing on a demo account. Who does that? If you can get angry losing on a demo account, all right, you know you're serious about the game. You know? That's PC Shed, Ben. My guy's in the Discord. I'm going to be doing a video, an interview of PC Shed. I'm going to ask him a few questions. You know? Michael Duran, there's no such thing as money that you're happy to lose, bro. There is no such thing as that. You know? There you go. You lost a trade on your demo IG and today I was super upset. Which demo platform did I use? Guys, I've been with MT4. Oh, look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. Something's happening. Something's happening. Something's happening. Where are we? Ah, we're approaching the next hour. Look. Be careful. We're approaching the next hour. Hold on a second. I need to see the 5 minute. Here we go. Here we go. This is the zone where Bitcoin should, if it breaks that, then we should be seeing higher ground. If it breaks that zone. You can either do one or two things. Pin and back. Is it going to stay in line with the formation? Let's see. 3 pins to the high, yeah. Do you know what, MLG? There's been times where I have actually stayed up from this point of time. You know, I've just stayed up and I've traded the London session and gone to bed. You know? Yo, you should pay yourself now, Funky Man, if you haven't already. That was a good call. You should pay yourself, man. Get into the habit of paying yourself. That's what changed for me. I got used to paying myself, and I just maintained it continuously. Kept paying myself, paying myself, paying myself. That's all I did. New hour candle, guys. 11 a.m. Let's see what Bitcoin does now. New hourly candle. Let's see. 50-minute time frame. She's moving. Oh, there's a time delay on here. Did someone mention that they could fix that? You got out at 56, yeah? Obviously, you're on MT4. The prices are different to Binance and what other platforms you guys use. I get that, you know. I do get that. There you go. Good man. 56,400. Let's see what they do now. This is not a new candle yet. Why have they paused? Here we go. Here we go. Come on, give me a new candle. If you look at the cycle here, you've got 3 pushes to the high. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Are we going to see the same formation? Is it going to pull back? You know, look how it comes to that area and starts to see a bit of a rejection. If it breaks away from it, then ideally what we're looking for is the Bitcoin to continue up and then retrace back to test the 50-day for confirmation. Happy days. Let's start seeing the 57 area. Okay. We're waiting for M4 to be confirmed right now. The pattern M4. Sorry, the M4 pivot point. Sorry, yeah. I know, Christian. Not turning green, you know. But let's see what happens. New hour candle going to come into play in a minute. Yeah, well, there is merchandise to get. I know I don't really push it as such, but if you go into the description, there's merchandise there. Funny merchandise. The merchandise there is just taken all the lyrics and all the words that I come out with, and everyone's like, yo, t-shirt, 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 every time I say something. So I go and put it on there. It's a nice little read. Go through it and have a look. It's quite funny. Let's have a look. See, look, you know what? Because I've not been in the space long. Like when someone says that, like Funky Buddha, when you say stuff like that, I'm like, how does that affect? You know? And it does make me want to look more into it, but I'm always just going to be like, nah, price is what I need to pay attention to. So my ignorance to fundamentals, yeah, is it going to cost me in the long run? Well, I'm not in the trades long enough for it to matter, you know? So, but I'm going to be looking more into fundamentals. Some of the fundamentals do make sense all day, you know? Bitfinex is where they started to push. Let's have a look at that. Someone wants me to look at another coin. Let's have a look. Vet. There you go. Just trading nicely down there. Potential W formation has formed on Vet. Let's see if it plays out. Interesting. Okay, let me have a look at another one here. There is Happy Days gear, man. There's t-shirts down there, man. Have a look. So go into the, guys, everything that you need is in the description. You can download the IC Markets. Once you download IC Markets, you can then go to the Discord and go to get the indicators from there as well. Everything is there for you. Okay, Doge. I've been told that it's Dogecoin. Dogecoin, whatever it is. Crazy ass coin. There you go. Doing nothing. Failed pattern right there. Litecoin, yes. Litecoin. I like Litecoin. Here we go. Oh, nice. Hit the projection point. Happy days. Up she goes. Right. The platform that I recommend is Ananda. That's what I'm finding. That she's, you know, it's a nice platform to go to, I believe. Yep. Funky Buddha. It is the best candle. There you go. Let's look back at Bitcoin. It's crazy how she's respected that zone. Look. That is mad how she's pulled away from that point. Ideally, if it breaks further, then happy days, man. But I'm not sure if she's going to do that. We're stuck in a bit of a zone. You know, we are stuck in a bit of a zone here. But I think Bitcoin's going to continue higher. But she may just form a lower high in this region up here. You know, is the low of the Asian session been formed? That's what we're looking at. Has she formed the low, and is Hong Kong just going to trail price sideways? You know? Yeah. I don't see how oversold it is. I mean, look, I'm not in the trade long enough to worry about it. But look, if we look at the RSI, okay, yeah, you got a W formation right there, okay? But we're going to see if it does play out. You know, as I said, we need that zone to hold if it's going to continue to the downside, because pin to the high, pin to the high. As much as indicators say it's oversold, when the market it's only the market makers that decide when it's oversold. You know, it's when they decide, when the liquidity is there for them to change direction. Just because there's an indicator that says, oh, it's oversold, they don't give a shit. When they decide to do it, that's when they'll change it. Yeah. And there you go. It's mad how she's respected that zone. That is crazy. Okay, let's have a look. I know, bro. I always say it. You know? It's literally like my full stop of every sentence. Here we go. USD waiting for a level 3, or could this be half Batman? Head be a peak. Yeah, potentially, Matty. I like that. I like that one. Drop over like that, yeah. But I mean, look, we're in level 1. So you got level 1, level 2, and really level 3 hasn't been confirmed because it hasn't broken down, but we have to really just take it for what it is here. So they've obviously changed the pattern as such. But if this does play out, the price projection would be a break above the 200-day, retrace back down to the 50, but it could actually just pin the 200-day and continuation to the downside. Why? Because drop, rise, continuation. Yeah? That's ideally what the next situation could be. Bitcoin holding that zone. Ethereum, she's holding her zone well. Just bring up the other chart right there. Okay, what we got? No worries, Matty. BNB, let's have a look. We've gone over BNB before, but happy days. New guys. Guys, can we get the likes up if you don't mind? I would really appreciate that. You know? They're holding the altcoins now. That's what I think. Scott Mitchell, I do believe that I have got a price projection of 210 on. There you go. That's my price projection. $2. Nearly. You got 210. Happy days. I got time for you, Scott. Ren, one more time. Here we go. See, now, look. It looks like that W pattern is forming nicely on Ren. I do like the look of that. Okay? I do like the look of it. It needs to rise. That is a perfect W right there, guys. Rise. Look. Drop. Rise. Continue. It needs to shift out of this zone. You know? ADA. Let's have a look at ADA. Ugh. ADA, man. An ugly thing, man. But it's in line with its formation. It can do this all day as long as it doesn't break this zone here. As long as it doesn't break this zone. Happy days. Yeah? KCS. No worries. I don't like these coins, man. No, I don't like these coins. I don't like it when there's the liquidity's not there. It looks like it's okay. I mean, look, another W formation. Most of the coins are doing the same thing. All those W's and alts, it influence projections on Ethereum Bitcoin. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not, Peter. You know? It's not a bad thing. ADA always seems to perform the opposite of what Ethereum and Bitcoin do. You know? Always. I'm always seeing that. I'm learning, guys. Remember, yeah, I'm learning about cryptocurrency. You know, I understand what I can hold and what I can sell. I've got a portfolio of cryptocurrency. Yeah, happy days. But trading it is different. Do you understand? Tino, how do we learn to set the projection prices? Go watch the previous streams, my friend. You know, go watch the previous streams. That's the best thing I can advise to you, man. Because the pattern, you know, repetition continuously. I mean, look at this now. Let me just delete these. Look. If you consider the bigger pattern of things, right? So that was a move. That was successful. That was a successful move. Right? Straight out. But it's still in line with the peak formation right here. Okay? It can go from here. As long as it doesn't break this zone, the formation is valid. All right? Price can even come all the way down to here if it wants. Okay? Even down, yeah, right down to here. It will still be in line with the formation. It can bounce straight from that zone. Why? Because it's just sucking people in. You know? Atom, yeah, man. Atom. See? Same shit. It's exactly the same, guys. You know? Doing the same pattern. There's the bigger W. Can you see it? A nice W formation there. Or even here. Drop, rise, drop, rise. They're just trailing sideways. I've done Litecoin. Keep doing the same coin, man. What's going on with you people, man? There you go. W formation. Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. Here we go. You got level 1. Okay. Look. Here's an example, guys. Look. Here is an example. All right. What I just spoke about. Notice. Right. There's the formation. They brought price all the way down to here. Right. It did take out the zone, but it automatically pulled back. That's still a valid zone because look what it's gone and done. It's gone pull back and continuation. Ah, Harmony, one coin, happy days. There you go, trading nicely. Where's the W formation? That will be down there. Have you looked at, hey, yes, I have. I have actually. I'm going to look at it again though. Small W formation, rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. If it does continue or holds that zone, you know. But we do have an M pattern right here. So how long will that play out? You know. Here we go, guys. Something for you to chew on. This is when you consider the psychology of price. Look at Bitcoin right now. Look what she's doing. You saw that line being drawn. And the reason why we drew it was we understood, okay, about the context of the market maker and what his intention is. Do you understand that how powerful it is when You know, when you understand the psychology of everything, you know? TRX, cool. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull up more coins. Can we get the likes up, please? I just want to hit 1,000 likes, if you don't mind. I need that's my goal every night. You say small volume on the 50-minute candle is what medium volume and what a large defines medium. To be honest with you guys, we don't actually know what true volume is. You know? We don't know what true volume is. We don't know what it is. Chills is good. Hold on. Can you explain the 70k Bitcoin at a longer term? The 70k Bitcoin at a longer time and the longer term is I'm basing it on the look. Is it possible for Bitcoin to hit 70k? Yes, it is. All right. From a projectionary point of view, is it likely that it can hit it in the near future? When I say near, could it hit it in the next couple of weeks? Potentially, yeah. All right. But when you say Bitcoin to 300,000, like, what are you doing? You know, you can't really say that. Say something valid, you know? So Bitcoin to 70k is valid because it's 3 times its average daily range plus 5k, you know? This is it, Patrick. 15% traders, 85% holders. I know, man. Right, let's have a look. SRK, I'm going to have a look. I just want to pay attention to Bitcoin, guys. Look, she's just respected the pattern. She really is respecting the pattern, manipulating all day. The first pullback to the 50-day, which is what it's done. And now continuation to the downside to play out the move to the low right here. That's what we want it to do. But I can't get over this 56,473. I can't get over that. Look at how close she's pinned it and now she's pulled back away from it. It's like, that is crazy. You know? That is absolutely crazy. But it's only going to be valid if it continues to the downside. Because she could bring it back up, you know? Look, there's nothing wrong in saying, you know, where you think Bitcoin's going to go. Happy days. You think it's going to go to 400k? Fine. I'll do tricks. I'll do tricks for you. I will do tricks for you. Give me a second. You know? Like, J-Ho, listen, don't make the mistake of thinking that you need to draw the patterns perfectly. You don't. There's a variation to the theme. There is a variation to the theme. Okay, go easy on yourself. You're not gonna catch all the moves or the right points straight away. Okay, Tron, here we go. Exactly the same across the board. W formation being formed right here. Will it hold? Who knows? Okay, where's the main W? The main formation is down here. Yep, just trailing slowly. W, rise, W, continuation to the upside, pull back, rise up. You see how it's very, you know, you have to be flexible with it. You're not going to get it right down to a T, you know? I just want to draw happy lines. FTM, yeah, okay. There's no predictions in here, my friend. Guys, you know what? If you've just come to the stream, you know what? It's okay. Because I'm going to be here for days, guys. You know? I'm going to be here for days. Matic. Okay, cool. So that's Phantom right there. I just need to... Yeah. Phantom is chilling right there. She's stuck in that zone. All right. Then we've got Graph. I need to ask you guys a question and be straight with me, right? Would you agree that the success of this channel is only purely because of the fact that I vape? You guys have made this channel a success, not me, because it's your community, you know? If you create a place for people to attend and they enjoy being in that place, you know, that's success for me. Look at football grounds. How amazing are football grounds, man? You know? How amazing are they? Bitcoin dropping. Vape, vape. You know it, baby. You know it. Ah, Tony. Tony Carvajal. My guy. What's going on, Tony? You know, Tony Carvajal's pretty much Peaky Blinder of Miami, man. Check Tony Carvajal out, guys. The Peaky Blinder of Miami. Here you go. Sorry I keep doing this. Sorry that I keep doing this, but I need you to understand. Once you understand the context, forget looking at other coins, guys. Learn, understand what I'm trying to give to you here. All right? Look what's happened to Bitcoin. The first pullback from the M formation is coming into play. You know? Look at that zone. I can't get over it. Pin to the high, pull it back. In line with the market maker's manipulation. Ready to take out the projected zone from the start of this stream. All right? Go and look at the last video, okay? Or the recent video I've just uploaded. It's only 16 minutes long. All right? And I talk about this projection. All right? The Patreons, they're the ones that get it first. They'll always get the projections. Because that's what I'm doing, right? I'm starting a new series on the channel where it's called Just Projections. All right? And I did the first video today. Short video. It's not 75 hours long like my normal streams are. Okay? But I'm going to be doing projections on the main coins. Excuse me. On the main coins themselves. All right? Market makers right now have broken down below the 50-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame. Price is now below the 13-day moving average on the hourly. That's a signal for me that something's going to change. All right? Look. Right there. The 13 and the 5 are flat. That means that we could see something change. Price needs to close below those averages to continue to the downside. All right? Now, the RSI. Where is it? Coming back to the signal line. It needs to come away from it to continue to the downside. All right? Bring up the 15-minute time frame. We're seeing a different story. Where is it? The market base. Yeah? That's the market baseline. This market baseline is the hourly RSI. It's now getting ready to cross the signal line. From that point, it should be coming back down to test the volatility band. All right? We'll only know if it happens when it happens. All right? And if you make entries, guys, the fundamental rule of entries is this. All right? You're never going to perfect the entry. There's no such thing as the perfect entry. But you can be accurate. You know? Accuracy is what you need. All right? Accuracy does not imply perfection. All right? I'm just looking at these comments. No, didn't use the 25 weighted. No, didn't use that, man. Can you draw a pattern on the longer time frame day on the Euro GBP? Oh, sorry. Okay. Euro GBP. Let's have a look at what she's doing. Yeah, Matty Cole, look, man. You can see she's respecting the 200-day. That's another strategy. 200-day pullback. Spike to the high pullback. You know, retrace. Continuation to the downside. Crossover. The criteria of an entry to the downside as such. Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Oh man, Euro GBP. Wow. I mean, look, she could still go down lower, but she's forming a nice base. My price projection for Euro GBP is 86. Excuse me. That is my price projection point. Why? Because I'm seeing a big W form down here. All right. Big W forming right here. The moving averages are coming close. Rise to the upside. I'm expecting 86. All right. Price projection rate 86. That's what I'm looking at, man. Now, Peter, come on, man. You've been seeing that all night, guys. You know, there have been wrong entries. There have been patterns that haven't played out. You've seen them. You know, there have been those patterns. Here we go, Bitcoin. Come on. I need Bitcoin to go down lower to solidify the truth of this zone. I'm really happy with this zone. You know? Alright, let me see what's going on here. Bitcoin's pulling out. Right. Have a look at this. Okay, 550 likes, guys. Can we get the likes up? I hate asking, man. Yes, I did. Can you teach us how you projected the Bitcoin red line at 564.3? Okay, great question, Jay. Great question. All right. How did I understand about this zone here? Well, let's look at the M pattern. Okay, look at this. There's your M formation, right? You can't snipe market entries. Oh, always crap. You have to find the M. Funky Buddha speaking truth there. This is why I don't scalp Bitcoin or Ethereum or cryptocurrency. You can't. The spreads are too much. You know? That's why you're in it for day trades. This is my reluctance to do it. You know? You have to play the pattern. Right. Let's see. 2 seconds, guys.
Anything I do is drip. Feel like a kid when I'm tick-tocking. I still keep it real as it is. I show my age, I don't switch often. I'm just as a dad as it gets. Try taking naps with my kids talking. I'm guessing this life how it is. And I can't wait for the weekend. Keep jammies on like I'm a kid. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Okay, I know that today'll be a good day. Feel good, feel great, can't complain.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay then, cool. Here we go. So yeah, so that you can understand how we came about the red line here. All right. So this is the M formation. What we understand about the M pattern is this: when it comes, the first leg of the M pattern comes with an aggressive move to the upside. So look at this M formation here. Aggressive move to the upside, inducing the retail traders to go long. using their liquidity to open their shorts at the highest possible price. They break price down, form the first part of the M. Bring price back up, second leg. As long as it's below the first leg, you're in for a good run. Okay? Then it starts to break down. The first pullback down achieved for the M pattern. Okay? Now, price always retraces back to the zone when it breaks away from a moving average, which is what happened here. Okay? Price has obviously come back up, tested at the 50-day. Now, usually we do see pins to the high. This move back up is effectively a stop hunt. Okay? They're taking out the stops to induce the traders who were previously long, and they didn't want to miss out on going short. So they made them open shorts, and they also they hit their stops by doing this stop hunt to the upside. All right? Now, the reason why I drew this red line here is because usually what they do is when you see the first pin to the high, you're usually expecting another pin to the high. Remember, market makers do things in threes. All right? So you could say that that was the first pin to the high, that was the second pin to the high, and this little one here would be the third. All right? Not much of a great pin to the high, but it looks like that zone there has been respected, or that pin was respected. Okay? So it was enough. And now you see price pulling away from the zone. Okay? And you can just see it. It's just going to start to drop. What's happened here? Nice one, Luke, man. I think it's a bad entry is not totally lost. Yeah. Thank you, man. No. Matic, don't ever think that, because that's exactly what I thought. I thought the market makers knew me. I thought my brokers knew me. I thought they knew, like, oh my God, yeah, Tino's going to trade. Yeah, man. Tino and his, like, small $1,000 account. Yeah, we need to crush Tino. I used to think like that, bro, and it doesn't, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. What is Ethereum doing? We'll show you. Ethereum is doing exactly what she needs to do, following the pattern. Obviously, this M pattern's worked out, but we're still in a W formation. We'll know if it holds. Shit, man. That's the problem with this. There you go. Bitcoin playing into the formation pattern. I'm going to wait until she hits that zone. That's my price projection for Bitcoin. If she continues to the downside, 54,676, M3 is the zone. Yeah, man, that's a good shout. That is a good shout, Matty. I like that. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't scalp crypto, man. It's messed up. Try and catch these sort of moves. Pin to the high, continuation to the downside. Playing to the pattern like a nut in a tree. Look at that. Yo, what was that? I know this is off topic, man, but thanks for everything you do. You've helped many, and did you see that both Messi and Ronaldo have been knocked out of the Champions League? Oh, shit. That is so sad. Why are these long messages getting deleted, man? And if when we hit the 50 MA, what is the market maker move after that level is hit? Liquidity has been generated to trigger their longs that away at lower level. Hold on. So we hit the 50 EMA. What is the market maker move after that? Okay, so listen. When they hit a moving average, that's when they either spike price to the low to induce more shorts, to trigger more longs on their favor, and then potentially move back up to the upside. We can't say what will happen at that point. All we know is we can take a pattern, see if it plays out. If it does start to form, we make our entry based on the success of that pattern. There's a big difference between thinking to yourself, do you know what? I'm gonna, it has to do this for me to do that. No. You've got a series of tools. Work out which one's going to be fitting for that point, and then make your assessment there. Here we go. What's she doing? What is she doing? Here we go. What happens when the M3 is tagged? Does the M5 become target? Nice approach, Mark. Yeah, usually that's what it is. Okay. If the M3 is taken, then the M5 could be a potential target. But what would have to happen is this. M3 would have to be support. It would have to start showing a support. Look at the confluence right there. The M3 is now the 50-day moving average. Once it hits that zone, price is going to hold that zone. It could go down further, guys, and hit the pivot. All right? It could even go down to the M2. Who knows? All right? But what you need to understand is this. If it hits that zone, it may form another pattern. We won't know. We've got to wait. Plasma, why are you losing, bro? What are you doing? Are you trading too, is your leverage too much? This is the problem with these brokers, man. They offer you such big leverage. They give you these dreams that you can earn a stack. Guys, you're not in this business right now to make money. You're in it to understand the trade, understand your execution. Forget the money. All right, just try and master the execution. Just learn and understand where to buy, and when you do that, okay, pay yourself if you see any money from it. All right, don't aim to make money. Aim to get the trade right. All right. That's what your goal is, guys. Try and do that, man. Just cut yourself a chance, man. Don't aim for the money now, because that's what I did wrong. I was always looking for the money. Before I placed my first trade, I was thinking, how much money can I spend on the next pair of trainers? Do you know what that does to you? It makes you, you start to behave stupidly. You start leaving money on the line. You start seeing a big profit and you think, yo, I got $1,000 now. Happy days, happy days. Yeah? And then you see that grand turn to a positive of like £30. Then you close the trade. That doesn't sit right with me, man. Why wouldn't you close the trade at a profit of 1,000, but you close it at a profit of £30 because you don't want it to be a losing trade? Don't mug yourself, guys. Seriously, don't mug yourself off. When you see a profit, realize it, okay? If you're losing, change your stake, If you're losing, man, just like, what is your leverage when you're trading the patterns? I've got various accounts when I trade, all right? And it all depends on what I'm trying to achieve. If I'm scalping, I'm going to be doing what? 1-to-1 leverage. If all in all, I've got about 5-6 accounts that have different approaches. It keeps me busy, okay? Because some days I base my approach on those accounts based on the fractional disparity across the market. If they're moving the majors, I'll then start getting, heavy-handed and start scalping, all right? If they're holding the majors, that's when I start, looking at using leverage and only have a little bit of money on the line, all right? But it all depends on what I'm presented with from the start of the week, to be honest with you, Yeah, you don't use leverage unless you understand how to use it. Unless you understand how to use it. Kindly may I ask how to make legit money online, earning £10,000 within 5 working days doing this November. Trust me, start now. No referral needed. No hidden fees. No scam. Ask me how. Tell me, Frederick. How do we do it? I love these spam bots. I love them. No worries, duper men. All right, guys, listen. if you don't mind, if we can get the likes to as close as 1,000 as possible, I would really appreciate it, guys. You know, because I'm gonna try and go and get some sleep, guys. You know, we've had a good session tonight, you know, and you know, make yourself available at the Discord, guys. You know, we're just trying to bring value here. I'm trying to get you guys to understand this strategy, man. If I can get you to understand it, happy days. You know, it was a good session. All right, Saturday's going to be an even better session, guys. We got Saturday night, man. That should be a good session. All right. Okay, then. Now, whether or not this play continues with Bitcoin, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. Because there's always going to be another entry and another exit. All right. But thank you so much once again, guys. Before you leave the room, if you could like the stream. To all my Patreons, God bless you guys. I'm actively going to try and respond to everyone that messages me. Please understand, I've been, you know, I've received such overwhelming amount of messages, and I'm trying my hardest to get back to every single person. Do not think that I'm ignoring you in a heartbeat. You know, I will always try and respond back to you guys. I hate the fact that I can't get back to you all straight away. You know, one thing that I stand by is acknowledgement. I hate it if I don't acknowledge someone's message. So bear with me. I will respond, man. You know. Thank you so much, Mantis, man. Thank you so much. Anyone that's donated, we always put the money back into the stream. But the only thing that you can't pay for is the fact that I always manage to do boomer moments, man. Where I start adding pictures in music playlists. Like, who does that? But listen, guys. Mad love for all of you guys. Mad love to all my supporters, man. You're holding it down with everything. You know. And all the members that have become members this evening, you know, get ready for Saturday. Because we're going to be doing the Forex. Anyone that's donated, thank you. Anyone that's just recently become a Patreon, thank you so much. You know. They say, like, you know, when you've got a YouTube channel, you know, it's all about, you know, uploading content. No, it's not. For me, it's the relationship with the people that make the channel. You know, you guys got me on edge. I'm on my toes with you guys. And I guess that's what makes it fun, you know. And if anyone is counting how many times I say, you know, please let me know, bro. Because then if I see the paperwork and I see it written down, I'm probably going to stop saying it, you know. All right. And guys, listen, I'm going to love you, leave you. Have a wonderful evening wherever you guys are at, okay? Let's go take it to the Discord. Take it easy, guys. Nice one. And yeah, check the Reddit. Check the Reddit out. Traders Reality. Take it easy.